Hello everyone, so today I'm going to do some DIY stuff. So change the coolant pump for the Haber system. You may can't see that it's deep there. Not really there. But anyway, just behind the highlight and under this fuse box and this Haber system kind of there. And so before we start, I'm going to talk about what we need to do briefly. So there's two ways in YouTube. Like the first way is like take off the bumper just for this part, and then you can take off the headlight, and then you can get access to the pump by through here. And the other way is like you take off this part and you just leave everything like this and go through this way, but that's too kind of tricky, so I'm going to use the first step. And let's see what we have here. Oh, and by the way, I don't have anything to kind of tools that lead the car up, so I'm going to use the one from the manufacturer, the jack, or I don't know what's that called in English, but you will know that anyway. Okay, so I'm doing the drain first, and then change the coolant pump, and then do the coolant replacing and do the bleeding stuff. Yeah. And that's all the tools I have. Very brief one. That's a magnet tree. That's pretty handy. I just bought it this morning. And this one is for the screw at the you will know what I'm talking about later. And some tools from IKEA, the drill, and that one kind of not really work for this time, but the 10mm the socket will be very handy. Yeah, this one looks much better, right? Oh, I forgot to say, so as I mentioned what we are going to do, we need some tools. So that's not a tool, that's a material. That's a pink coolant. You can see the package is not like this. There are some videos, kind of old videos, the package has a different the cover. So if you need, that's what you need. And that's a new pump I ordered from Toyota US because I'm in Ireland. That's for the bleed. That's a tube, but that's kind of too long, so I'm going to like cut it. And that's for the pour the coolant. That's a training pad, and that's for join DRAIN, whatever. So I don't have the pen, but this one could work. I will let you know why I don't need the pen to take the drain, because what I have in the car is not actually the coolant. I will tell you later anyway. Okay, so that one doesn't matter. So this is what I'm going to use. Is it called the jack or? Oh, the jack. Great. And the car in the boot. Oh, by the way, that's the plastic cover for the front, the engine bay, and you need to take that off. It's just some plastic pins. You just need to take that off. And let me go to here. Okay, that's the one you need to for the jack. Okay, let's have a look. This one, yeah. Okay, so this is what I just did now, because I only have myself and the camera and the tools, so I have to do things and then take this video. But anyway, now you can see the tires just lift up. I think that's a pretty that's a high enough position, and it's a safe position. The jack is for like for us doing the changing tire job, so it should at least this height should be safe, because I'm doing like in the garage. Okay, now I'm going to use the training pad. I will put that on the ground. So Okay, I will do that and take the video. Okay, for the drain, this is what we are going to use. So the pin or the training pad again, and the what is that called? The driver, something like that. And the socket. The socket, like I saw from the other video, is like 15-16 inch. And so I use a 24 millimeter. I don't know if that works. And this is a light. That's pretty handy actually. And I'm just light it up and let you guys see where's the screw. Oh my god. Where is it? Okay, here it is in the middle part. You see that one? Yeah, so that's two like screws on the left, and that's it. Let me focus it so you can see where I am. So basically, see, that's the hardware system going down, and that's the screw. Also for the gloves, because you're going to screw the screw, I don't know, by hand after you use it a little bit, like to do the very start job. So you might get some coolant or like some material from my coolant system. So it's better to have a glove. And yeah, now it's time to let you see what I have in the coolant. Okay, now you might can't see that very clear, but let me light it up. So that's definitely not the pink coolant, either the green one. It's more like a transparent. So I actually did try it a little bit bleed last night, and I kind of can tell that's water, because I've been like through the red triangle stuff, and I got a code P0A93. So I think that's a problem. That's like, oh yeah, and also my coolant pump doesn't work. Even worse, like I have water in my coolant system. Okay, good news here. I just did it. It's pretty tight though. Yeah, let me wear my glove just in case. Okay, very good. And now you can see the leaking. Oh, you can't see, but I see. Oh, okay, here we go. And now I'm trying to unscrew it. Okay. Now you see, it's not pink at all. That's the weird. And just that's definitely water. That's water. That's not really water, but it's weird. I still got some on the ground. I'm so sorry. But let's see if that sips a little bit. Okay, and it's better. Yeah, you kind of, I forgot to say, you need to unlead this, so the air pressure, you know, the stuff, you can let them clean, and you can also like unscrew this a little bit, and that's for a 10mm socket. Okay, and the leak was just stopped, and I put a little bit the new coolant here, so kind of trying to wash a little bit, but that's not gonna work. But you know, you can always make yourself more comfortable with it. Okay, so I'm going to prepare for the next step. So do the pump replacement. And before that, as I told you before, there's a plastic cover here, and you just there are some plastic pin on it, so you can just lift it up and remove that. And there are also several pins or screws there on the for the bumper. So what I'm going to do is just take off the screw from this part. And you might already see other videos. There are several screws here. So this is the first one here. And after we take off this, you can see, here we go. Then it should go like this. And after that, you need to unplug. There's a plastic pin. It's pretty easy, like this. But here there's a rubber with a screw. That one is not very good to take off because mine is very rusted and kind of you can't do anything with it. You see, I try to do something with it, but not works very well. Fortunately, I go to the Halfords, so that's like Ireland, maybe UK it has it as well, like a car tools shop, something like that, and they helped me to unscrew this. It was very tough. Anyway, so the reason we are going to do this is, like, once you take this part off, come on, you can take the lead off anyway. So this is one screw. Oh, okay, this is another one. You see the headlight, and there should be another one here. I think you already see it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm back again. So what I just did is, okay, these screws are already out, and you can have a look what my screws looks like. This is one of them. It's on this part, but it doesn't need to be taken off for the job, but I kind of just don't want to do that in the future, as it doesn't need to be like have to have the screw. And the other one I have is here. I try to, like, it's rusted seriously. I try to unscrew it, but you can see here it's already damaged seriously. And also here, like, I try to use a drill, use the some other tools, but it doesn't work. Okay, so anyway, I will just put this here as so. And okay, I unscrew the lights, the screws here, screws under this one here, and the one here is, yeah, it's kind of rusted as well. But oh yeah, and like this one, I tried to use a drill before, but it's rusted, so it's better. Sometimes it's better to use this manual handle, so it's very small and it's kind of it's for daily, not very professional stuff. Okay, now I'm going to take this off and we'll let you know after I finished. Okay, I'm going to correct my mistake here first. So this is, where's my hand? Okay, this is not the correct screw. So when under it, this one is correct. You see, that one is wrong, that one is correct. It's matched to this one, yeah. Okay, so after doing this, you can take off the headlight, and there's like that's side light, the indicator, and the headlight beam, the headlight, like this stuff. And there's another one. I try to plug that out, but it's kind of tight, so I just leave it there. Okay, now you can see this is the pump, and let me take our new ones here. Okay, here, so that's a new pump. That's a code for the January purse. that's a new one. Like the old one in my car, it's there's something wrong with it, so that one doesn't work for. And you can see the base of the new one is a silver. This looks pretty good, and the old one is just black. Yeah, you can see this is red. This is black. So what I'm going to do now is to take those apart. Also, so the several things you're gonna do. The first one, you need to clamp the hole, even though like I drain it, but just in case you don't want to get the coolant everywhere on your hands. So clamp this, and take this off, that off, and plug out. Also plug out this one, and then there's the screws. You know, we can just have a comparison with the new ones. So there should be 1 screw, 2 screws, 3, 4. Okay, now let's go and do it. Oh, and it's better just to take this box off, the fuse box, so it gives a little bit more room if you're going to do things here. Okay, I will let you know what I was doing there. So I disconnect the headlight totally because I found, you know, I still need some space, and I unscrewed. I was trying to unscrew the base as well, but I actually just unscrewed the pump because it's rusted for the screw on the base there. So there are 3, like you can just you know, match the screw there. So the first one, second one, third one, you just need to unscrew this and there, the silver ring there. And also here's 2 clamps, and you need to like use something like this one or this one to just squeeze it, pull it up for both of them. And now, and also as well, this one you can just use the same tool I just showed you to squeeze it and plug up. Now it should come out like this, and I will pull this tube out first. Okay, now you can see both of them are outside, and so for some of the reason this old model could be failed by some reason, we don't know, and this is a new one. And also I unclip those clamps because like there should be no liquid there. You can see that's a base, and I was trying to unscrew this one and that one. Now you can see it is pretty rusted. I'm going to have a try because that's dirty and old. I want to use a new one, but let me try if I can do anything to them. Okay, I got some update here. So I unscrewed this one and this one as well. So I think I can, yeah, that's wow, that's pretty dirty. I tried some WD-40 on that, and it should works. I think it works. Oh, there's some cracks, and it's not very easy to do that because they are rusted. They are not very easy. They are in a very awkward position, so I can't use my drill, and my extension is not very helpful. So I actually use this manual tools like for this one because there's not very awkward as this one. This one has like the plastic. The fuse box is here, is kind of you know, getting in the way. So I can use this one. It's both of them are 12 millimeters screw. So I use this one first for the front one, and this one for the back one. So you can see I put this here. Let me focus it. Yes, this one here, and 12 millimeter socket driver. And I first use this, so it makes you to put more power on it, and then after it gets loose, I use a drill with it to unload it. Okay, so now we have totally the base and the pump now, and now we can add the new one in. I will let you know once I finish it. Thank you. Okay, now I have both tubes backing and with this metal stuff, metal lock or something, back in the position. And I just want to let you know, like if you are doing this, make sure, or just for the future convenience, make sure this two, the parts here, is like face to you, like when you put this back. The one I used to have is in a very awkward position, like here, or like even the back of the tube, and I have to use like to put this, lose it from here, and it's very like not convenient to do that. So just in case if you are doing anything in the future, make sure you know it's in the front side position. Okay, so we're not going to put this back immediately. We're going to have some test. So I will plug everything in, the tube and this power plug. Okay, and now I'm going to put the antifreeze in and put the car to the AC mode or even power off. Anyway, the hybrid system will start and see if that works. So first I'm going to fill the coolant. Okay, now I have put a little bit, the level used just was here, but you can hear like it's getting into the system, so the level is going down again. I'm going to put more into it. Okay, so now you can see, yeah, if the coolant is pink, you will see from the box, but like the one I used to have is totally transparent and it can't see anything from outside, even inside. So now it stop like getting into the system. I think the system inside is already full now, so I'm going to put the power into the AC mode. Oh, where's my key? Hold me a sec. Okay, my hand is very dirty now. Even like I said, I don't want to put a liquid in my hand, but I put a lot of like the oil, the rust in my hand. And so back to the subject, I click twice for the power, and now it's not getting to the ready mode, but it's getting to the AC mode. And now you finally hear something. See, it's getting worked. And also here you can see it's gone again, so I'm going to put more. You know what, that's a sound of success. Okay, so now you can see the liquid is basically at the level here. Stop going down. Yeah, it may be not very easy to see that, but yeah, it's there. And now I'm going to do the bleed. Even like the pump is still not fixed into the position. So now we're going to use this tube. It's for bleed, like get the air bubble out of the tube. Okay, like I said, I'm going to cut it first because it's too long. Okay, this long should be enough. So what I'm going to do now is to put one side here. Oh, by the way, that's 7mm, so it's pretty easy to put it to plug it in. So you can see what I'm doing now. Yeah, okay, great. And the other side here. And okay, here's my tool, and I'm going to lose it a little bit. Okay, there we go. You see, that's the water I was talking about. It's crazy. Now you can see the bubbles. right? Okay, so there's lots of bubbles and I'm trying to get them away. Okay, now see the cracked color here. And there are still some bubbles. You can see the bubbles more clear in this position. So now we're going to let it run for a while. And just plug this, make sure it won't get loose. In the meantime, you can see there's basically no bubble there, but the liquid level is getting lower again. You can't see any pink in the box, so I'm going to fill more. Okay guys, so the refill and the bleed is finished now. It's pretty great, and here's the voice of success. And now we should put the new pump into the right position. And I should just turn off the car first.